In restaurants, the back of house area is where all the action happens. Without the back of house, the restaurant just wouldn't exist. There would be nothing happening, nothing being produced. And this is why it's very important and why you should learn different terminology that is used in the back of house. So if you don't know the difference between a commis chef and a sous chef, a line cook and a dishwasher, keep on watching. This video is for you. Hello everyone and welcome back. This is Roxana from Advanced in English. In today's video, I'm going to talk about 6 different job positions that you will find in the back of house. I made a video previously on front of house job positions. If you haven't seen it yet, just click the link up here and you can watch that video too. Okay, so let's get started. Again, in the back of house, a lot of French terminology is used. However, outside of Europe, it's not so common. And in today's video, I'm going to use the English equivalent. And that's not just because I have a terrible French accent. It's part of the reason, but it's also because you're here to learn English. And I don't teach French, I teach English. I will, however, still mention the French equivalent because they are sometimes used. So before I give you the different job positions, I want to know if you've ever worked in a restaurant, whether front of house or back of house, what was the job title that they gave to you? Let me know by writing in the comment section below. I'd love to know more about you. Alright, so let's get down to business. So the first job position I want to talk about is probably the most important in the back of house, and that is the head chef. The head chef is sometimes referred to as an executive chef or a chef de cuisine. So the head chef is kind of like a general manager in the kitchen. Strangely enough, they don't really do that much physical hands-on cooking, but they would manage staff, they might manage staff schedules even, and they would probably be involved in menu planning and in charge of things like stock, delivery and orders. As this person is sort of seen as the kitchen manager, it's somebody that you definitely do not want to annoy. Trust me on this. If you work in the back of house, whatever the head chef tells you to do, just do it. Just say, yes chef, okay chef, straight away chef. You definitely do not want to annoy that person. Okay, so second in command is basically called the second chef. Sometimes we refer to this person as the sous chef. Now the second chef is involved a lot more in the hands-on running of the kitchen, so they will actually be doing some cooking and supervising other members of staff. The second chef can fill in for the head chef if they are off sick, it's their day off, or they are on holiday. The second chef is usually able to manage other members of staff and deal with ordering and deliveries. Okay, so the third job position is a line cook. Sometimes we call this person a line chef, a station chef, or a chef de partie. Again, I'm not too sure of the French pronunciation. The reason why we call them a line or a station chef is because each chef is responsible for their own section, their own area of the kitchen. It depends completely upon the size of the kitchen, but commonly you might find station chefs such as a fry chef, who would be in charge of frying things like vegetables or meat, a grill chef who, yeah, you guessed it, would be in charge of grilling things, and maybe a butcher chef, so they would deal with any meat products like beef or chicken. If the restaurant offers desserts, there will probably be a pastry chef. So the pastry chef would make not just desserts, but also pastry for pies or quiches, and sweet things such as desserts. Now below the line cook there would be someone called a junior cook or commis chef. Now this is one position where actually the French term is quite commonly used. Commis chef is something you will probably hear in the kitchen. Now the junior chef is basically somebody who works under the line cook. Quite often they are still in cooking school, and they're just getting hands-on experience. They're learning actually how to do things in the kitchen. So the fifth position in the kitchen is a kitchen porter. Now, it depends on how busy the kitchen is, their role will change. If it's very, very busy and there's a mad rush in the restaurant, the kitchen porter will help with basic food preparation. They don't really need any sort of formal qualifications or training. It's things that people like me and you can do at home. So it will be washing vegetables, peeling, cutting, chopping, slicing, just helping the other chefs in the kitchen to do their actual job. If it's not so busy, the kitchen porter might assist other members of staff by cleaning big things. So if an oven needs cleaning or if the deep fryer needs cleaning, the kitchen porter will probably do those sort of jobs. Now, the sixth and final position I want to talk about today is a dishwasher. Now, the word dishwasher can both be the object that washes dishes and also the person that washes dishes, either by hand or by using a dishwasher machine. So I said at the beginning that the head chef is the most important position, but actually I think a dishwasher is also equally as important. They are the person who will clean all the plates, pots, cutlery, anything that needs to be cleaned will be cleaned by the dishwasher. Again, they don't really require any formal training or qualifications, it's just more of a common sense job, but you need to be quick and efficient at it. It's actually more difficult than it seems. If you're not quick at being a dishwasher, you will delay other members of staff in the kitchen and they will probably get annoyed with you. And like I said before, you don't want to annoy anyone in the kitchen. It's pretty chaotic. If you don't work in the back of house, you probably don't want to be there. You just want to get in and out. Alright, so that's it. That's the 6 members of staff that you will find in the back of house in restaurants. So just to review, the first one was a head chef. It's more like a kitchen manager. They don't really do so much hands-on cooking. Number 2 is the second chef or the sous chef, and they are someone who will be more involved in actual cooking. The third position is a line cook. So like I said, there might be a fry cook, a butcher chef, or a pastry chef. They each have individual sections to run and deal with. Below them will be a commis chef or a junior chef, and they are someone who's still in training and they're just getting practical experience. Number 5 is a kitchen porter, so someone who might assist with basic food prep or cleaning big machinery. And the 6th and final position is, of course, the dishwasher, so somebody who cleans all the pots and pans and cutlery. Okay, so if you were to work back of house in a restaurant, which position out of the 6 that I talked about would you like to do and why? Also, which do you think is the most stressful job position to have? Let me know by writing in the comments below. Let's start a discussion on this. Okay, so that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and it was helpful. If you did like it, give me a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe by clicking over here. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye! Go and watch my previous video here. And don't forget to subscribe so you can see my next videos.